Well, hello everyone. It looks like YouTube isn't going to start for 19 minutes. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on. Hello everyone. It's great to see you all. Uh Hello Rob Redvet. Great to see ya. Hello Cool Gamer. Okay, I'm just going to show you all my crap here so you can laugh at me, okay? Hello Paula. Oh, crap. Okay. This is the decoration stuff. There's the bags up there. And all this candy has to go in these 3 mugs. See the mugs? Oh, can't see the mugs. Hang on. There's the mugs. Do you think I got enough stuff, everybody? Oh, boy. We're going to have a little bit of fun tonight trying to fix all this up. Okay, why are you... Camera, come on, do what I want. Go where I want. Thank you. Nope, stay there. Okay, you're not going to go where you want. Okay, so it's not doing what I want. Thanks, Gigi. So, mug. We're going to start with the cinnamon hearts. Oh, crap, I broke the bag. I didn't want to do that. Oh, well. Now we got jelly beans. Should have probably put the jelly beans in first. Well, put them in at the same time. Maybe that'll work. Oh, hang on. My fingernail fell off. Had to get that. Kid doesn't need to get the fingernail. I don't want to open up the packages because I don't want them to go stale before Halloween. Halloween! Okay. 10 months away. Oh boy. We'll go like this because they each get a Lindor. See if we can shove that in there. Hello, Louise! Oh! I dropped my camera. Things are not going as planned today. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Calm down, Dorinda. There we go. Put that over there. Okay, we got 6 suckers. Ugh. Okay. The girl Kinder, the boy Kinder, the boy Kinder. I don't want these shits, so I better stuff them in here somehow. Because I certainly don't eat this stuff. Oh, one more Kinder. Okay. Oh, stay. I have to open up this bag of suckers. Hang on a second. Ah! Stay. Ah! Ick. Oh. Looks like there's 3 red ones, so we'll stick the red one in. Oh, and the Kinders come out. Stick the red one in, and the Kinders come out. Okay. 2 chocolate. And let's give her the orange one. And Sam will get the purple one. It's a good thing she likes purple. Oh, not this one. Ah! Ah! Well, I think I better start putting them in the bags because stuff's falling out. So let's hope this fits in the bag. Otherwise, I'll have to go to the dollar store and get more bags. And these aren't fitting. Oh, son of a bitch. Let's see if I can modify this a little bit. Hang on. Ah, we're modifying. Hopefully it'll fit now. Not a good plan. Well, that's not going to work either. Well, the bags are out because the bags don't fit. So, I'll be right back, guys, because I got to go get the saran wrap. Because I still got more crap to put in here. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Dead space, I apologize. It's just me. Okay. Hello, Kiss Off. Sorry, I did say hello to you earlier, but that was in chat. Let's hope this works. Did I make it big enough? Who knows? It's surrender. Probably not. We're going to adjust. And I did not. So, get a new piece of saran wrap. Make it longer. Get that out. Ugh! I hate saran wrap. Did any of you guys as kids take a box of saran wrap to the beach with you, unravel it, and make a ball, and kind of throw it around the beach till it got so full of sand you were getting so dirty that you decided to say screw it? And then unravel it, put it back on the thing, and bring it home and put it back in the kitchen, because that's what we did. And oh, my mom was pissed when she got the saran wrap. And of course, she knew right away it was me. Okay. Okay, put the egg in there. Uh-oh. Okay. Now we got the chocolates. Oh boy. Well, just stay there. We got some truffles here that we're going to put in there. Uh-oh, you didn't stay. Stay. Thank you. Uh-oh. Ah! Can't see what I'm doing. Why not? Because the camera's not going where it's supposed to. Where am I? What is going on? I have no idea. Okay, there we go. Where am I? Sorry, folks. I don't know what's happening here. The camera is not cooperating with me. I think this is the right one here. Get back in here. Get back in here. I'm fighting with the hearts, sorry. Will this work? Will this work? No. No. Ugh! All my stuff's falling out. Give me a sec, guys. I have to think of something different. What's this? Red string. Trying to seal the seam on this what the hell is it called? Kinder, so it doesn't keep falling out on me. Not as fancy as I wanted, but it will do. If I have to tape it, I will tape it. So this is the first one all wrapped, and what do you think? Me and Saran Wrap do not get along. ever, ever, ever. Ever, ever, ever. You think this is bad? Wait till you see me with that parchment paper. Me and the parchment paper don't get along either. And I probably have a roll somewhere upstairs in my craft room of the plastic for doing this, but I don't know where it is up there, and right now looking for it would be a disaster. So we're not going to look for it. Awesome, Kiss Off! That's great news. Catch the little bastard. Oh, sorry. Oops. Okay. Put this one here in the center-ish. And the big things are falling off. You sit there. Okay, where are the hearts? We need some more hearts. And I put 4 in that one, so I have to put 4 in this one. You know, because they live in the same house. So they have to be the same. Well, I think they have to be the same anyway. But whatever. Probably going to get in trouble from Mom anyway, but oh well. Okay, where's the other one? This one. I don't remember how many I put in here. And the dog's barking. I'm doing the wreath tomorrow night, Gigi. 7:45. This one probably isn't going to take as long as I thought it was going to. But we'll gab. Oh. I'll bring you guys up on panel. We'll have a good time. Oh, she fell out. And the camera fell down again. God damn it. And yes, I can say that. It's my fucking channel. You just do not want to stay in there. So guess what? You're not. Okay. Trying to find the red string I just had in my hand, so hang on a minute, folks. I have a song in my head for some reason tonight, and the only words that I can think of are something about whiskey and wine. Anybody know that song? Good night, Katie and Tony. You guys have a great night. Love you. 2. Gigi, these are just glue-on nails. I do have the stuff to make acrylics. I was just too lazy. And I'm kind of still too lazy. So I'm just going with the fake ones that you glue on. That pop off, that you glue on. You know. I hate saran wrap. Oh my God, kiss off. That is awful. I hope they catch the bastards. Stay. Where's the purple bag? Oh, right here. Well, I don't know where you went, so it rolled away. Balls. Well, see, Gigi, if my daughter and I can get up in the attic to get my Valentine's Day wreath stuff down, we'll be good. Otherwise, I guess I'm going up in the attic tomorrow. Which she won't like. Because seemingly, I'm not allowed up in the attic. I don't know why. Hello, deplorable chicken. Great to see you. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. If I did, I apologize. Just get in there and stay in there. No. Good thing saran wrap's a little bit sticky. Just a little bit. Oh, for fuck's sakes. You know, you are ticking me off. Just saying. You know what? I didn't think of buying Valentine paper bags either, so. I did buy little bags, but they're not big enough. Oh, well. My bad. There we go. The third one. All done. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. Copy. Paste. Paste. for anybody that wants to come up and shoot the shit. Well, what do I got here? I might stick some hearts on here. Hang on a sec. And I actually remembered to plug the glue gun in today before I started. So, hey, we're off to a good start today. So I'm going to throw a couple of hearts on here. Ow. I just glued it to my finger. Ow. Peel the glue off. Try again. How's that look, guys? Okay. Oh, stick a gem or two on here too, just because I can. Ow. Good thing I got glasses on, or I just would have got stabbed by something. Hello, saucy cat! There we go. That one's done. I bought way too much shit, as you can see. Oh, well. Oh, man. Oh, get up there. This one fell apart. I'm trying to fix it. Screw this. Saran wrap doesn't stick real well to glue. Hot glue. Oh, well. Yeah, well, on the cup it says, simmer down and just roll with it. I thought it was fitting for my grandkids. And they all say the same thing. Yeah, the eggs are escaping. There we go. What the heck fell this time? Oh, the glue piece. Okay. Well, we have hearts and red beads. What's this that I didn't put on? Oh well, I'll go with the wreath. Screw it, I'm done. Hello, Independent Many United. Awesome. I don't know. Sassy Cat, who said what show that was? No, some nights it isn't, Sassy Cat, and I just kind of go with it anyway and curse under my breath. And tonight I didn't do that. I just blurted it all out loud. So anyway, anybody want to come up? I'll drop the link again. Come on up. We'll have a chat. We've only been on for like half an hour. I thought it would take longer than that, guys. Sorry. I should have had another thing planned. Oh well. Thank you, Sassy Cat. Gigi, get your butt up here. Paula Work, get your butt up here. Sissy Cat, get your butt up here. Anybody, come on up. And I'm moving the camera so it's not going to be like this. Thank you, Kiss Off. I have a tendency to do that. I kind of say what's on my mind, usually. Independent Many. I don't care if they're loud. They can come up too. I mean, they can't come up, but I mean, you can come up and they can make all kinds of racket in the background. I don't care. I don't care at all. I love kids. Oh crap. And guess what, guys? I forgot their little painting. One of those days. Where's that string? Yeah, we're just going to attach it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. Stick that ribbon through that hole. If it'll go. There we go. And I'm just going to tie it to the back of this thing. There we go. If I could tie a knot, I'd be doing great. There we go. One. No, I'm not starting over. I'm just finishing. No, I'm just going to attach it to the outside because it wouldn't fit in the mug anyway. So we're just going to go with the flow here. Oh, come on. Work. I didn't know it was so difficult to tie a knot today. It makes no sense that it's so difficult to tie a stupid knot. Wrong one. Hang on a sec. Hello, Louise.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I just came in from work. Work hair.
Yeah.
Work clothes. Hello. Okay, you gotta mute yourself. Came in from work. There we go. Better. Better.
Yeah, my YouTube on my side says live. When it counted down, it got to 0, and then it said live in 19 minutes and hasn't started on my stream.
Oh, that's weird. Isn't that weird?
Yep. And I'm like, well, in 19 minutes, I may have to mute to shut it off, but it says live in 19 minutes. That was half an hour ago.
Isn't that frustrating? That's frustrating. Well,
yeah, because I wrote in chat that I had to mute so I could shut YouTube up, and YouTube never came on. So this is how they finally look, guys, with the painting on the back.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh boy. I thought it would take longer than that, but it kind of... And then I had to run and get the saran wrap because, of course, the bag was too small.
Yeah. And
you never know.
You got 20 of them. So you're going to have something to make out of them. I'm not too sure what.
And like I said, I probably have the plastic to wrap bag, like to make your own cellophane bags or whatever to wrap shit up in my craft room, but I have no idea where it is. And I ain't spending that much time up there to find it. Especially when I'm on alive.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, TJ Katz just joined us.
Pardon?
TJ Katz just joined us.
Hello, TJ Katz. How are ya? Hi, Kim. Great to see ya.
There's that new saran wrap. I could go and get it and show you, but it has one of those slide locks like on the zip locks.
Yeah.
But it's a cutter. So you bring the cutter all the way to the left, and then you get your saran wrap out and put it on the bowl, and then you reach over and you just zip, and it goes. It is so freaking slick. I'm hoping I can still find them when I run out.
Where'd you get it? At a grocery store or?
I'm not too sure if it was Sam's Club or if we found it at Safeway or at Bash's. I'm not too sure. There's a family grocery store down here called Bash's.
Well, deplorable chicken, like I was saying earlier, we used to take the box of saran wrap to the beach with us as a kid and unroll it, making a ball so we could play ball at the beach. Okay. Until it got so full of sand that we were just getting dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. And then we would unroll it back into the box and bring it home and put it in the kitchen for Mom, and she was real pissed off when she... Hello, Chris Gilbert.
I'm sure she got some grit in there. Hey there, Chris Gilbert.
As soon as she went to take a piece out and all she got was sand, oh, she was pissed.
I bet she was.
Go to your grandmother's and get me some more saran wrap. Okay.
Well, when I was a little girl, I always caught bees in jars and grasshoppers, and I would put them in whatever container I had. So one day I had my Barbie clothes box that zippered shut, and I got that, and I kept catching grasshoppers, and Mom saw it out in the backyard. I always knew my bugs were not allowed in the house. And so I left it outside, and it was raining cats and dogs, and out Mom went, and she grabbed that, and she figured my Barbie clothes were inside, and she was in the kitchen, and she unzipped that sucker, and there were grasshoppers everywhere.
Oh, shit.
We had them in the house for probably a month or 2 months. You can only catch so many, and they snuck off into corners, and it was just one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's hard work, TJ Katz. Good for you. Cutting wood all.
So were you chainsawing or were you? It's only 7:25. Hey, Al Bundy, it's good to see you.
Well, it's 8:25 where I am, Al. Sorry. I did say Eastern Standard Time, though, so.
All right. You know, I haven't been trusted with the chainsaw, but when I was, oh, well, let's see, it was about 12 years ago. So, yeah, I was in my 50s. And I decided I was going to split some wood. And they said, there's 3 cords out there, lady. I said, well, I've never done it before, but, you know, I think I can figure this out. And I went out there and I split up all that wood and got it all stacked. And it was good. It was good work. I loved doing wood when I was young.
Well,
And
I
then
saw
we'd
a
cast it
gadget.
on the.
I saw a gadget this guy made today
Uh-huh.
with a chainsaw wire, like the chain of the chainsaw. He took it off
Yeah.
the chainsaw and he made 2 handles, okay, and attached the chainsaw to each side of each one of the handles, and then had the log on the ground, and his hands were up here, and he was sawing the log with the chainsaw chain.
Huh. Well,
I'm
that's
like,
pretty good.
that's freaking amazing. Even I can
I've
do
seen
that.
those. I've seen those with like a diamond cut wire in between them where you can do that. Down here, the mesquite and the daggone ironwood and different hardwoods that are here are so hard that they dull a bow saw in a day,
Oh
almost
wow.
bow sawing. And so I like bow sawing because it works your shoulders out, it works your whole body out.
Yeah. And yes,
And
kiss off. It's 8:27 where I am.
so you're all dark and everything. You know, they're talking about keeping or getting rid of daylight savings time. And I know everybody loves those late nights when the sun's up at night. And I don't know why they're even doing that.
I have no idea why they changed the time.
Well, Al
It's all
Bundy, I grew. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it's all government bullshit, in my opinion. That's all I'm gonna say on the topic. Sorry, go
Well,
ahead.
when I was a little girl, they wanted that daylight savings time because the kids would go and they'd be at the bus stop and they wanted it back on standard time. They wanted to wait, you know, as long as they could, but they wanted the children safe on the main road. And if they kept the other time, I don't know, I can't remember how it went, but anyway, comes up earlier. But it was all about the kids' safety in the morning, and the fact that people stay up later at night, and it saved on energy because the electricity wasn't used. Al Bundy, I grew up on Priest Lake in the panhandle of Idaho, and we worked that place. And every other year we would rake down the entire hillside. It was about 10 acres. And the whole family would get out there and we'd all be across and we'd just rake down the hill because we had bears in the area from Yellowstone. They were dumped on our lake. So we stayed in groups. We didn't go out by ourselves, but we worked hard, you know, and it was fun. And you got done with the day and you were hungry and life was good.
Wow, a
breezy
battery
boat.
operated chainsaw. I never even heard of that. Wow.
Did it have a lot of chutzpah, TJ Katz?
It must.
That'd be perfect on little 2-inch limbs, you know, when you're in there trimming a tree or whichever. It'd be really nice.
I have a cutter that goes like this. To cut my limbs.
One of those, yeah, one of those big long with the scissors on the end.
Or if I'm really in a mood, I will borrow my husband's skill saw, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's battery operated. He's got the bone blades. And I'll tell you, those bone blades, they cut those little lilac trees like fucking nothing.
Oh, yeah, they
don't
do. They do.
I trim it too much.
You know, I ran into a gentleman that made jewelry boxes out of lilac wood. And it has the most beautiful purple grain down through it. It's just a neat wood if you get, you know, the old growth. Yeah. Yep. Well, thank you, Sassy Cat. You know, sometimes you just got to slap the spirit back into you. I think I really fell into a little bit of a slump with the COVID, and then it was like fight to stay a human, and realize that you're connected with everybody else, and I kind of fell into this "I'm not me" state of mind. And this year, I got me back. So now that I'm back, fuck the world.
I was muted. Sorry. Yay!
That's okay. Those poles can really work your shoulders out. I mean, you're up in the air and you're working in a weird direction. It's kind of like
Yeah.
bowling. Bowling shouldn't use any weird new muscles, but whenever I go bowling for the first time for the year, I'm sore.
They used to only let me go bowling like once a year.
Well, that was when I stopped drinking. I figured I had a problem. Yeah. Bowling. It was time. It was time. I'd have one drink on the first game, and then the middle one. No, I had 7 Up with a little bit of orange juice on the top, and then on the third game, then I'd have another one because otherwise I'd be on my lips. I couldn't drive home.
Yeah, COVID did do a number on all of us. Oh, I don't
It
even know if I can say that. Whatever.
Yeah. I
The
think that
binge.
I think our lockdown time affected all of us, Kim. It just really affected all of us.
Yeah.
And I don't know how anybody couldn't be shifted a certain amount from that. So, but I'm back up and I'm going. I'm going. You've been to Niagara Falls, haven't you, Dindy?
Yes, I was. I went on my grade 8 trip. We went from Chapleau to Toronto. And when we were there, we got to go to the construction site of the CN Tower. And we went to Niagara Falls. We had a day that we were at Niagara Falls. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got married, we went to Niagara Falls and spent a few days at Niagara Falls. And then we went down to Eric's aunt and uncle's in Chicago and spent 2 weeks there. And then we came home. And I wouldn't let him drive over the Mackinac Bridge, so he had to drive through different states and stuff to get me home because I wouldn't let him drive the bridge. I don't
That's
like
not
that bridge.
fair.
I don't like I
Yeah.
have a hard time with bridges anyway. That one scares the
Uh-huh.
shit out of me.
Oh goodness. Well, Kim, you got to start with your crocheting. You kind of feel like you're making something, and it fits back into who you were beforehand. I don't know if you just started crocheting or not, but I don't know, making items and seeing the smile on people's face, or the oh shit, I got to wear that look on their face, whatever it is. Yeah, it makes you feel like you've done something. It kind of
Yeah.
fulfills your heart. And so, whether it's making furniture or fixing a car, I know you guys out there that you love it when that lady looks at you and says, "Oh my God, my car's running! Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Yeah.
It makes you feel alive again. And before Thanksgiving, we got hit with this, and we just felt like the ranch was sold, so we didn't have all of the responsibilities there, and we nicked it down to a few other ones that are demanding, but we don't have the ranch on top of it. And we just got hit with this like euphoria. It was just like, when you were a kid and you knew that Thanksgiving was coming and you're going to have cookies and you're going to have this and you're going to have that. And I just felt like a little kid again this year. And it's kind of weird, but Well, congratulations on renewal of vows at 10 years, every 10 years. That's
Awesome,
fantastic.
kiss off.
Your 30th anniversary. They never said that to you? Oh, Al, you need to look for the right type of gal. Get one that's appreciative. Kick the rest. Yeah, they can be curb trained. I shouldn't say that. I don't know what your situation is.
Well, that's too bad, Sassy Cat.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Sassy Cat. So are you home for a while? 5 days, huh? Oh, I just hate this.
BS.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Well, I've noticed I'm slowed down just a little bit also myself. Too late, Louise. Haha. Good, Al. Well, I'm glad that you're going through the speed bumps of life with someone along with you. Oh, I'm not picking up things as good. And Rob's looking at me and saying, "You're moving a little slower. Come on, pick it up, pick it up." If you don't lose it, you're going to lose it. And that was my grandmother at 80. Um, I was thinking about her earlier and how she felt so isolated because her husband had passed, and my dad said, "Well, just get back on the saddle and go back into life again." And sometimes it just doesn't work that way. And I looked at Grandma and I said, "Grandma, I've been doing this AOL chat thing. Go in there and look for people your age. They might have like a 80-year-old group that's there." And she met people from Newfoundland, and
Newfoundland.
yes, and down to Florida and down in Arizona and around in places where she had been before in her life, and it just was really cool. Hey, Gigi,
How's it
how you
going?
doing? It's
Hello,
going
Wyatt.
good. Going
Great to see you.
Trying to figure out this camera in the house, playing around with it. How's it
So
going, ladies?
It's good to see you.
You too.
So anyway, Grandma was exchanging pictures of grandkids and everything with people all over the United States, and she just beamed, and she'd tell me all about these people, that she'd met in the over 80-year-old chat room, and they
Awesome.
just they had fun together. They had fun together. 66 is kicking my ass. Oh, Shane every once in a while says, I woke up on the right side of dirt.
Yep. Yep. We
I
used to
think
have
that's
a teacher at the school, and you'd ask him how his day was. And the first thing he'd say to you is, "I'm on the right side of dirt."
Yep. And I like that. I had a friend that she was a truck driver, a semi truck driver for years. And she was out and she'd had her garden all rototilled, and she was out there. She was going to put seeds in and a couple of plants, and she went to shovel down into the dirt and her back broke. She didn't do anything stressful. She said, "But my back broke." And so she went to the hospital, and sure enough, she'd just been too tough on her body with the semi truck
wow.
drive. And so I'd ask her every once in a while, "How you feeling today?" And she'd say, "Alive." That's as far as I'm going to take it. But she always had that positive little add-on in there. And,
Awesome.
yeah. Well, Al Bundy, maybe you thought that maybe you need to just kick it back to that beginning part. Hopefully it works. I'll say a little prayer just for the heck of it. Too late now, Louise. Oh. Yeah, I don't. To heck with it. If you've been on meds for a long time or whatever, what the heck? Go ahead and keep taking them. But whatever makes you happy. Are we supposed to be run by rules in this life? I don't think so. What do you
See
think?
what's blinking in the background? I just thought I'd point that out.
What's up? Is nobody listening to you? Hey, Bear.
Hello, Bear.
Hi,
Hello,
Bear.
Bear.
I think he needs to go outside. Do you need to go outside? I'll be right back. He's got a nature call. Or he's hoping for a treat. One of the two. Would y'all like Eric to play you a tune?
Sure, if he's there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hello, Eric. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, no, I'd left my fiddle over here, and I just put on new strings yesterday or this morning. So I mean, I want to test you guys, and I want to hear your opinion and see if this sounds better than it did this morning or yesterday.
Okay.
This is all brand new strings, and I want to know.
What?
I'm gonna start off with the Rocky Road to Dublin. I'm sorry that it's out of tune because these things stretch the moment you touch them. So I mean, they got to be broken in.
Awesome. Awesome.
Right on.
Awesome. Awesome.
I didn't think it sounded that bad. I think it's got a smoother sound to it, even if it's out of tune a little. Do you guys think it was more smooth?
Josie was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Oh,
Kiss off, you're always a positive person. That's why we like you.
you betcha.
And everybody
You bet.
said it sounded beautiful, Eric.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's gotta get some new strings too, and those are the ones
They just gonna
they add they add up. Oh, Kiss Off, you do absolutely fantastic. Oh. Don't let the devil
Don't-
win. There you
Don't
go.
let the devil win.
Simple as that. Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just set yourself free. Oh, catching up again. I think that Bear was actually begging. He wanted some food.
not that cool.
Well, it's around supper time there, isn't it?
The minute that the sun goes down, he looks at me like, "Where's my food? It's dark. It's time." And then he's going to remember the time in his body. And he'll be like 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock, lady. You know, I'm bigger than you. You didn't used to be.
That's because he's more comfortable where he is now.
Yes.
I'm gonna lay down. I'll leave you girls to it.
Okay. Have a good rest, honey.
And you're gonna head
Have a
back
good
home.
rest.
All right.
Now for me too, please. Thanks.
Night, man.
Get some sleep
I
for
will.
Gigi too.
I will.
She's been burning the Katon candle late at night. That sounds good.
I'm gonna follow
Sounds
suit.
good. Okay. See ya. Bye bye. Don't forget all your
All
stuff
my stuff that I left in your house.
if you
Yes.
have enough room in your arms to carry it.
I'll make room. I'm sorry. I keep on leaving stuff all over their house, and it's just.
Well, you come over here and camp for 6 hours, so you got to
I
bring.
bring snacks. I bring battery chargers. I bring just a bunch of random stuff that I always wind up using sooner or later, and
Uh-huh.
it's strewn all over their spaces, and I keep on cluttering their house.
Gigi, that black cat is big.
Hello, it's Nobody G. Great to see you.
Hello, it's Nobody G. So, Joe C., someday you're
Sorry.
going to start a live. And I'll be looking forward to that because it's the heavy equipment and whatnot. I don't know what kind of heavy equipment, but I think it'll be great. I think it'll be great.
Can you tell which one's kind of chewed?
Yes, her favorite is on my right. Not too sure if it
Yeah.
turns you backwards or not.
Thank you.
I went to
Casey.
this extreme. It's Japanese, but this guy literally can go up cliffs almost with this backhoe, huge, big. I don't know what the hell they call it, but anyway, I don't have one, so I haven't connected with it. But I was like, "Holy crap! This guy's going across that with something more expensive than my house." Oh,
Alright.
goodness. Good night.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, folks.
Good night, Eric.
Good night, Eric.
Oh, golly. You have 9 in the house.
Yeah, she got 9 cats in the house and 1 in the garage, I think.
22. The biggest is
Finding
22
Keno.
pounds. Wow, that's cool. That sounds good, Josie. And in the spring or the summer, that's when everything starts kicking into gear construction wise, and so that'll be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I like chick stuff and I like guy stuff. I just technology is amazing. It is amazing.
And when is spring where you are?
He's around Buffalo,
Louise?
for us here pretty soon. I mean, as far as work wise, we'll probably be past the real muddy section to where it's dried out in about anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks from now. So we get an early summer that screws up the trees all the time. It'll get warm, and then all of a sudden it'll get down, and we'll have a freeze for a night, and we'll lose all of our flowers off of our trees and get no crop. And so it's kind of interesting. So I'm ready. Sometimes we only get 2 to 4 weeks of what we call cold weather. And to me, when I lived up north, it wasn't cold weather. It just wasn't. Oh, Independent Minnie, are you still out there, honey? Oh, golly. So we'll see. We'll see. But the spring, once those juniper trees start blooming, I'm sneezing all the time. Mhm. We'll say some prayers. I'm not a good prayer. Rob prays so darn good that I just leave the praying up to him. And then I'm just with me and God at night, and he knows that I pray like an Irishman, so I have a hard time keeping myself in check.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I pray like an Irishman.
Like to say I don't. Well, those cups turned out really good. I like them.
Well, thank you. I hope the kids like them. I'm pretty sure they will because they love chocolate. And there's a couple suckers in there, and yeah, all kinds of poop. I didn't really think I had bought that much. Oh well.
You could always do a little Ziploc off to the side and say, here's, would you like a refill bag? Here you go, Mom. You give it to them when you think that they can have it.
Well, let's see. What do I have left? I have a sucker. I have a sucker left. I have some truffles left. Half a bag of truffles.
Woo-hoo.
And almost 2 packages of little hearts.
And you might have to keep those for you, for when you got a sweet
Yeah, that'd be fun. Me eating chocolate. Oh.
True. Al Bundy said, "True. Irishman knows they're screwed." Oh goodness. I don't know how Google works, but it protects the grandbabies. That's all I care about. When you put it into child mode.
Yep, gotta protect the babies. Yep.
I think that's great. Boy, life, I never thought that I'd be, well, back in my day, it didn't work that way.
Thank you, Finding Kino. Appreciate that.
That's for sure. Oh, golly. So what else has gone on today, Dorinda? Anything cool?
I got a good report from the chiropractor today, so that's awesome. I'm excited.
Yay.
Good.
Yeah, he asked me to, he goes, okay, he said, we're going to check and see how your progress is. He says, put your arms up. So I put my arms up and I went right up. And he's like, his mouth's hanging open. He goes, that's freaking awesome. I said, well, going this way, it only goes about here. He goes, but that's better than what you started with because you couldn't even get it halfway up there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get my arm this way any farther than about that high when I started. So a month and a half of doing my chiropractic stuff and doing my exercises has paid off. So, but he doesn't think I'm ready to go back to work, so I have to call my doctor tomorrow because I forgot to do it today.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's good. There's something about, I watch Rob when he has something that he's hurtling back from, and he exercises and he works out, and that helps so much. And that's what I've got to do. I've got to kick myself in the tush and get everybody on their tasks for the day and go out and walk around piles of rocks and get myself back in better shape than I am right now. I lost like 50 pounds, which is cool. but my muscle tone is going
Awesome.
down. So that's what I'm noticing. I'm in my 60s, and I don't want to lose that muscle buildup. So I've got to start working out. I've got to start making it. Let's see. Kim said, "Uh-oh, what happened to Dorinda?"
If it's me, I have what they call a frozen shoulder, which means I have limited mobility in this arm. But I'm doing way better than I was a month and a half ago. 2 months ago. Hello, Echo. How are you? Great to see you.
All right. Well, Garrett, there are a lot of people, and they've linked it also. Kids in their 20s and their early 30s are having heart attacks too, and part of it might be from the lockdown and the jab. But anyway, a lot of kids are living in front of this screen, a computer screen, and playing games all day, and they're just not working their bodies out. And so their hearts are giving out. They're having strokes and they're having heart attacks in their 20s and 30s just because of the lethargic life that we live. And so I think it's real important to kind of limit that time on the computer and go out and make some things or do some things or whatever, some things. And keep yourself moving.
Yeah.
Hi, John. It's good to see you. Well, that's weird, Joe.
I'm not understanding your question. I'm not understanding your question about it's a holiday, they even open? I'm not understanding. Hello, John.
I know banks weren't open today, and federal offices were not open today. And we noticed a few other businesses that were closed when we went to town.
Why? Is it a holiday over there today?
It's Martin Luther King Day today. It was actually on the night. It was yesterday, I think, or it's during the middle of the week. I thought it was like the 18th, and but they have it as the federal holiday. They're going to the Monday or the Friday that's the closest to it. So.
Mm.
And his dream just wasn't
anything
quite,
to give them a long weekend.
Yeah, there were no holidays in Yep, John's. When we were at the bank and Christmas would be on Sunday, then they would give us that next day, that Monday, off as a federal holiday. And so, but most construction firms are open and doing their business, and retail outlets are normally open as well. So it's one of those days that a lot of companies don't pay for you to have off. When it first started, John's, it wasn't. It was on a specific calendar day of the week. But they always like making it to where you get a 3-day weekend. And
yeah,
it's Martin Luther King Day, Josie.
Actually, I've had an unusual day. I don't know if anybody saw my weird post today. My mother's 86th birthday is today. I was named after Gina Lollobrigida, and she died today of all days. I was like,
sweetheart.
What a weird way to. I'm like, well, that's kind of odd, whatever. And then somebody else I worked with passed away too. I found out. I was like, oh man, way too young. One of the 4 Olay brothers that I used to work with in a restaurant. He was kind of like one of the middle ones for age-wise. But yeah, it was kind of sad to find that out too. But such is life, right? Continue.
big hug to you, honey.
Yeah,
So,
it's kind of
Yes.
weird, but most people don't even know who Gina Lollobrigida is. And I only found out Gina isn't even her first real name. Her real first name is Luigia. I was like, what? Luigia. I'm like, no way you gonna put it to Gina when you went into your those what do you the pageantries or whatever.
You're grateful your parents never learned that one, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got Gina because of my mother's name, because I went to my twin. It's, whatever's one has to have the same initial kind of thing, right? Because initially it was supposed to be Danny and Diane kind of thing. But yeah, because people think I'm Italian. I'm like, no, not at all. I'm German and Danish background kind of thing, right? So it's kind of funny how that all worked out. But yeah, that was kind of weird. She lived in 95. Can you imagine?
Wow.
95.
What a beautiful life.
So yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom's 86, so I got good genes anyways going on in the family.
My
Yeah.
grandma, she said, I don't want to turn 90. And she died 2 weeks before her 90th birthday. And I figured God was listening to her. She had lived a good life, and she had a short-term memory dementia type thing going on. And she didn't remember she was sick in the morning. So she was always happy and bubbly, and she didn't remember her pain of the day or anything. She was always this inspiration to me, and an amazing woman. Amazing woman. I still miss her. God bless you, honey. God bless you and be with you.
So did you call her and wish her happy birthday?
We don't talk.
I know you don't talk, but you could have just called and even left a message on her damn phone. Said, hey, it's just me, Gina. I'm just calling to wish you a happy birthday, and leave it at that.
Well, see, that was the funny thing last night before I went to bed. I put a prayer in. And then when I woke up to that kind of a news, I was like, okay, that was quite the answer. Because I was like, I don't want to sound like a whatever, right? I mean, the last time I went to the door was shut in my face. It was like, okay then. Last year I put the flowers, hung them on her door in the backyard. It did like late in the evening before Mother's Day is the next morning kind of thing. Yeah, so I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? So she knows where I am. We're not that far away either. We're a phone call away, so it is what it is. We won't get into all that, but some things are just, what are you gonna do, right? But yeah, that's where I kind of went for all things to pray about, whatever. To wake up, wow. And then I'm like, you know what? To myself, I started realizing later on too, going, why am I thinking about it? I wonder what she must be thinking.
Yeah.
Started putting it kind of around that way. I wonder what she's thinking right now, getting up that morning to that news and whatever. So I'm like, give it a bit of time. Give it a bit of time. Because I know if I try picking up the phone, she's just going to go pick it up. And so, yeah. I won't get allowed my daughter tried to call her once, and given she didn't understand, she didn't recognize the number. But my daughter tried 3 times in a row, phone her to thank her for something, and she kept picking up the phone and hanging up.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so when I let her know about it, whatever, she tells me to pass it on kind of thing. I'm like, you should be picking up the phone and calling her. So this is kind of gives you an idea what I've dealt with. So anyways, enough of that crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, Martin Luther King was always something to remember too. And it's also the day the Gulf War started. Yeah, because Mom's Gulf War started and Dad is September 11th.
Like, ouch. No.
So like all my life, I could write a book on all these weird little synchronicities that just keep. I was telling Dorinda, or I might even have said that on my stream, whatever. I finished my new icon, whatever. Like I finally decided, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do blah blah blah, grab a couple things, come home. As soon as I turned the vehicle on, the radio, literally, this is Gigi from blah blah hometown with my cat enjoying the sun. I'm like, that's my name and place. And what? Gina's not a common name, too, right? It's not like a bunch of Davids and Mikes and, but anyways, I found it here. It's like, I've got so many little things like that written down going, one in a million? One in a million.
Hello, Annette
Oh.
Graf.
One other quirky
Hello,
one,
it's
just because
nobody
of
G.
the weird name thing. My mother's name is Gisela, or some would pronounce it Gisela. As I'm going into the hospital regarding cancer and whatever, lady in the room, her name is... God works mysterious ways, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's many, many, many moons ago. But yeah, I was like, huh, yeah, unusual name. And yeah, so I never take those things as coincidences. I don't. Anyways, so. Nope, we lost her. Where'd you go?
Oh. Might have lost their internet.
Oh, nobody
Gigi's
Gina
going
didn't
live
realize what you said.
on Wednesday, buddy. I'm going live again tomorrow. And hopefully, if my daughter gets my Valentine's Day shit out of the attic, I can do my wreath. Otherwise,
Do you have your wreath handy?
not right at the minute.
Okay, I just
What,
have you
what kind of
got? You
wreath?
got another wire one?
I have a shit ton of wire and I have a shit ton of other wreaths.
Wreath. Okay.
What kind are you looking for?
No, I'm just because of the one that I had to use. Actually, I think I got two of them.
Yeah,
But
but what
then-
kind is it?
I'm back.
Actually, I'll be right back.
It gave me a daggone lobotomy. All of a sudden, I was out of everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm back in.
Hello, D-Dog. Checking I didn't miss anybody here.
Yeah. Happy National Religious Freedoms Day, January the 16th. How's D-Dog tonight?
I thought that was Martin Luther King Day.
Yes. But some people, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey there, Annette Graff. It's good to see you. I am straight out of work in my flannel shirt.
That kind, whatever
Oh,
that
yeah.
is. Is that
I don't think I have one quite like that, but I'll have to look. I might.
Yeah, so I had these forever and I've never done anything with them. So give me some ideas, girlfriend.
Alrighty.
Hey, D-Dog.
So what season are you wanting it for? Are you wanting it for Valentine's or Gigi? Or a shamrock?
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, when I came across that when we did St. Patty's Day last year. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Do you remember doing that? With the green?
Yes,
yeah,
I
that
do.
was hilarious. I was on forgetting
I
half these
still have
videos
the
I did.
outfit. I still
yeah,
have
so I don't-
the outfit waiting for the day.
Yep. I mean, initially, I guess Christmas wreath, but 15 years later, I'm going, well, I could do anything with this now, right? And now you're doing that. I'm like, okay, so let me see what you do with it, kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe
So
an
John,
Easter wreath?
possibly that would work. Springtime.
John, I will find some things after I'm done here, and I will email you some shit, some stuff, okay?
Hi, Paula.
For the grandkids, for the kindergarten kids.
Yeah, or John, tell her to check out Pinterest for kids' Valentines. She should find a lot of shit there. Because Pinterest is awesome for that shit. Stuff. Sorry, stuff.
Well, you're over 18 here. She can censor you.
Or do it on a live and she can watch you. Okay. Okay. I will check it out, John. I'll see what I can figure out for her. Not a problem.
Heart shapes.
Kindergarten kids. Okay. I'll write it down because you're going to fucking forget.
Well, I have a dog going nuts outside, and I'm going to go ahead and drop out for a little bit. I might be back up. Okay.
Yes, deplorable. I'm still going live tomorrow.
And
Thank
deplorable.
you, Tim. It's Wicker. See you in a bit, Louise.
What's the matter, Gigi?
Wicker. That's the name of it. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, it's a wicker
I
wreath.
don't know why.
Kiss off every once in a while. He just has coughs that he has, and he was exposed to some chemicals at one point in his life, and so he keeps himself going though. And when he coughs, he's a smoker too. So, and these allergies, when the juniper trees start getting going, kiss off. He's both he and I start sneezing.
Hello,
sneezing.
Jack. Great to see you.
And I just had a helper get the dog in, so that's good. So I don't have to
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, golly.
We love you, Kiss Off. Louise, don't leave us here alone with these two.
Okay, your wish has been granted. Someone got the darn dog inside. I go out there, I can tell him to come here. I can tell him to do all sorts of things. But the only thing he responds to is, come here and tell me about it. You tell me your story. And he's out there just barking away. It just cracks me up. Oh. There we go. And so he is tucked into his bed. It's like he doesn't have anything even to tell me. There. He's got his nose all the way down in between the edge. No, Josie, it was another one. But that's okay. A lot of the Gulf War people deal with what they have to do, what he has to deal with. So it's all right. Yeah. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. That's what he always tells me. Just a thing. And I've told people before, but they gave him 3 months to live, and we're going to have our 19th anniversary sometime here pretty soon. And so I got to have him remind me what day it is, right?
Yeah.
Go, Ronnie. Keep me together. So they were wrong. And when people are that wrong, well, you just keep going. Every day, nice gift.
I have no idea, deplorable chicken, if it's good for dogs to eat cheese. I know my lab likes cheese. I don't know if it's good for him or not, but I know he likes it.
They told us that eggs weren't good for dogs, and we always gave our dog an egg a week for a good coat, and they lived long lives. So I think that we have overanalyzed our lives.
Yeah.
Don't some foods actually have cheese in it? I think I've seen cheese in other cat or dog foods before. I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
They always
But-
had pills inside cheese. They take the sandwich cheese and ball it up, and down it go.
Good point.
So, I don't
Chocolate's
know.
definitely not a good thing for animals. I know that.
Yeah, chocolate's the only thing that I pay attention to, that he doesn't get any chocolate. But other than that, that little bugger, he eats the weirdest stuff. He'll eat tomatoes. They're
My
supposed
dog.
they're supposed to
I
like cucumbers, and he won't touch them. Go ahead.
I bought my daughter a bag of peppermint. I think it was peppermint Hershey's Kisses.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I brought them in. I put them on the table. Okay. Forgot to tell my daughter about them.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking dog got it off the table and ate the whole fucking bag, and it never bothered him a minute.
I had a miniature schnauzer. We had cooked up a daggone turkey, and I put it on the counter, and it was cooling down, getting ready to carve. And our guest showed up, so we went outside in the backyard. And 5 minutes later, we went in, and here was the carcass on the floor. And it was a miniature schnauzer. I mean, he was only 14 inches high at the back. How did he fit all that damn turkey down him? He ate it like a big dog. Okay, John says cheese is really high in fat, so too much can upset your dog's belly, and of course cause weight gain.
And he also says Louise, eggs are safe for dogs.
Yeah, I heard the other day on someone's thing that you had to cook the eggs, and that the raw eggs were I have no freaking idea. I had dogs that ate raw eggs all the time.
It's kind of see wild animals steal eggs from everything all the time too, so it can't. Yeah.
Yeah. You're careful with onion skins around your cat. Onions aren't good around for the cat. That's weird. Poinsettias, I know, are poisonous. So are Dieffenbachias. Scheffeleras. I give him 3 cups of food a day. This big guy, he's funny. Some days he'll only do like a hand scoop, and other days he'll eat twice as much as that. No onions, it's nobody, G. We always cook with onions in ours, but they're cooked onions, into soup and whatnot. And we always, if we don't quite get through our leftovers, we let I stir it into his food, and away it goes, and he's eating it. Scrambled or batter. Yep. Our last dog, Tib, if you didn't put salt and pepper on her eggs, she wouldn't eat them.
Oh, wow.
She was used to. So if we cooked eggs for her, we would have to salt and pepper them. Otherwise, they just sit in her bowl.
Oh, wow. Piggy little snot, isn't she?
Oh, she was. She was real finicky on her food. God rest her soul. Dogs are scavengers, can eat almost anything. I know that dogs are not supposed to eat cat food, but cats can eat dog food. And so that I do know. I know through voice deflection, I can be stern with a dog or a cat, and they know exactly what I mean, and they don't want to disappoint you. The other day, my dog he's had a hankering for my cover over my barbecue, so he's been chewing on it, and I'll come back and there'll be plastic around the base of the barbecue. So I finally looked at him and I took one finger and went poop over his nose. Don't be doing that.
Yep.
So he wouldn't come near me for about 3 hours. Yep. Tried green beans. Bear eats green beans too. He'll eat green beans in a casserole or whatever. He loves them.
Cool.
He's crazy. Definitely is. Cassie and Keisha go to the vet all the time, and she yells at me if they are over 70 pounds. Oh, hey, Independent Mini United. It's good to see you, honey. Good to see you. You guys were having so much fun last night. Daggone it. It's nice to be there to see everybody smiling.
Yep.
Licorice and Pepsi. Bear, he got into my coffee one morning and he just kept licking. I'm like, dude.
Oh, wow.
Never had a dog that liked coffee. Yep, I agree. It's nobody G. I wouldn't have them eat the raw. I don't think they would anyway because they taste kind of. I'm not a raw onion fan. Wish I was. Real good for the heart. One of your cats love Jell-O and licking chips. Crazy.
He did. Independent Many. United.
And I'm going to sneeze. So I'm going to.
Okay.
Okay, I got that done.
Bless you.
Thank you. So anyway, I'm wondering, I'm going to try to grow some ginger in a pot in the house. I've got some little miniature. They're about probably 1.5 feet, 2 foot long, and about 18 inches wide. And they're like a half of a whiskey barrel miniaturized in plastic. So I'm going to take my my ginger and I'm going to put one thing in the middle of it. I'm going to try 3 pots. So I'll probably put his bone on his chest kind of protrudes a little bit. It's nobody G. But he came to us pretty thin. You could feel his ribs and his little hip bones were pretty well exposed. But he's thickening out really well. He is so much more healthy now. And we got him out of that slump. So anyway, I'm gonna try ginger and see how it grows because I've been watching these things where they take just a little part off and the root grows out and you've got free ginger to for tea or whatever. Huh. Well, Bear's front chest bone kind of does stick out just a little bit, but he's thickening out also. And as he was getting muscle on his body, it was so soft next to the bone. I thought, shoot, I hope he's doing okay. But now he's like jumping 5 feet across puddles and stuff. So he just cracks me up. He's doing good. I'm going to try to catch it on video if I can. But he's a big dog. He can make it across that 5 foot puddle. Mashed potatoes and add different food colors to the 3. That's cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend that used to do a prime rib for his dogs on Christmas. So he'd have a prime rib for in the house, and he'd have a prime rib for the dogs because they protected him good out in the woods. And so he'd let them have it. He'd cook it up for them.
Cool.
Okay, Louise, that's how my dog is. Ugh. They were so mean to this dog, they weren't let in when it was minus 40. Wow. And another black lab they had. So sad. He's in heaven now. Fed and warm home. He is. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, when Bear came to us, he was so matted, and we got some clippers, and we were going to shear him down. And then Rob went online and started researching the Great Pyrenees, and that's when he found out the personality. They don't train. You don't train them; they already know what they're doing. It's like in their DNA, and they're stubborn because they know how it should be done. So they won't listen to you. It's not like you can just say, no, you're not doing that. They'll look at you and say, yeah, this is what has to be done. And you kind of look a little dumbfounded, and then you realize who they are, you know. But so we hand trimmed out all of his mats. It took us, I think, 2 or 3 days to get it done, because he'd hit a snapping point after about an hour of the two of us with scissors trimming on his fur. But he learned that he wasn't hurting from it pulling on his skin. But they'll sunburn if you take them down to the skin. They actually sunburn because they're a pink skin. And
wow.
so you have to protect them. And
Wow, that's expensive, Kim.
oh, I'll tell you. Yeah, meat prices are going through the roof, aren't they? They definitely are. I think when I was about 24 years old, I went to the fair, and they said that 4 female rabbits and 1 male rabbit produce the same amount of meat as a full beef a year.
Wow.
Which is not bad when you think that a lot of houses will get, a half a beef or a full beef for, however many people you have in your house. And so if you've got, one buck and 4 women, and they will make as much meat as a cow, which I think is fantastic. And down here we have people, they have those New Zealand rabbits. I don't know if you've ever heard of those, but they grow to be 10 to 14 pounds. So they're good sized. And people are raising quail. I think it's weird, but they have cages that they put out across their yard, and they'll eat the bugs and everything out, off the ground. And if they take the time to create, grass in their yard, then they'll they keep the grass aerated, and you just move, and they'll eat the grass down and mow it for you, which is cool. Yeah, it's nobody. Gee, I had one Catahoula. We went out on a lion hunt one time on the ranch, and he lost his sister and watched the cougar get her, and he was never the same. Animals know, they're not as stupid as everybody think that they are. Yeah, he's a little skittish, but we had a daggone video on YouTube that was a Great Pyrenees and a bear. And when that Pyrenees was in that bear's face, just barking, bear just like, oh, really? Is that what I'm supposed to do? He's like looking at the TV. Well, hell. I know he has not backed down to the cougars when they come in too close, and I know he has not. He chased a bobcat out too, and he lets us know if something's around. So he's not horribly skittish, but if all of a sudden you make a sudden move inside the house, he's like all claws on the floor and trying to get out of the way. But I have never had a dog more conscientious of where his body is in your way, too. Because we've got a couple to get outside. He has to go all the way back so that I can get to the door, and then he can get over and follow me out.
Oh, wow.
But he just backs up and he makes sure that I've got the room, and he trained himself that. It was crazy. It was crazy. He's a great dog. He's a great dog. Yeah, Annette Graff, I've got these we use this brush that's, one of those where you can push the hair out and then get it out. And when he's had enough, or you get near an area that's a little bit more matted, and I use I've got baby detangler from like baby shampoo. So baby detangler, and I spray it down into his fur, and then I rub it down in, and then he brushes out a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier on him, but he bites at that. When he's had enough of being brushed, he's like, no, I'm done. That sounds good, Tracy.
It
Veggies.
does.
Go ahead.
Kiss off, I think maybe because you're loved more, maybe. Just a thought.
Yep.
Oh, deplorable. I hate
That's
that when I get water everywhere.
Yep.
I always figure that I make the best messes of anybody, because when I make a mess, oh my goodness, drop a bead tray and beads are everywhere. Yeah. One day I had our deep fat fryer up on top of the refrigerator because it was great, and I could pull it down and leave the oil in it, and it was wonderful. And I opened the refrigerator one day, and one of the legs of the deep fat fryer was off the front. So here was on my floor 2 inches thick of oil starting to spread. And what do you do with a deep fat fryer oil that's just spreading across the floor other than say a whole bunch of words? Grab as many towels as you possibly can. Everybody, can I help you? Can I help you? No, this is such a bad mess. No, don't get in here. Don't get in here. I gotta take care of this. Oh goodness.
I'll be right back.
Kiss off, that was funny. You're cute.
So what's the worst mess you've ever made in your life? I would say that deep fat fryer had to be right at the top of my list. I mean, I've had stuff everywhere, but that oil was absolutely awful.
I've had to being in the restaurant business. Oh, I've made many messes. I've broken many coffee pots. Especially in the beginning, because in the beginning, manufacturers used to make them all glass. The first place I worked at was a pancake house kind of thing. You had the swinging doors, right? Oh yeah, that just does it all. Swinging doors. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Then when I worked in good old Swiss Chalet in Canada for 17 years, the best experience was we had a main floor, and then we had the upper floor. We always called it the balcony, although it's just, like say 2 feet higher than the rest. So there's 4 steps or something that, you go up. I come around the corner of the coffee pot, going up the steps, do not trip, fall on my knees, and the coffee pot literally goes sliding right across the tile to the other end and never breaks.
And you got this, oh no, Mr. Bill.
Oh yeah, I'm just like boom down on the, and they're just looking at the coffee pot going, no, because it had a steel bottom. I was like, just wait for it to smash, right? I'm like, yes, it didn't break. And I was that well known that how you have your little cautionary yellow stands with water, wet floor, wet floor. They had my name with an arrow on it going, Gina, wet floor, So yeah, Klutz, born and raised Klutz.
Oh, a whole bottle of shampoo on the floor and that graph. Oh goodness. Yeah, it would take a lot of towels to wipe that up. Helping mommy.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
And Kissoff says, Gigi, I don't know if I want in the same ring with you. I'd just say, I give up. She wins.
Here's a good funny that I will I never forget. Blessed my husband. It was our, shall we say, our first big date, the concert, hotel, yada yada, right? So he brings with him one of those little carry packages with a bottle of champagne and a couple of glasses with him. It's all cool, whatever. Rude's got a nice little corner kind of jacuzzi tub thing. Cool, this is awesome. This is cool, right? Who broke what first, you think? First,
Gigi broke the hot tub and hubby broke the bottle.
he decides he takes the shampoo or whatever it was to put bubbles in it. So it's already overflowing because he left the bathroom and I didn't know he put, but next thing we know, there's bubbles all over the place. So having a good laugh, whatever. So, getting in whatever else. Oh, yeah, sure enough. I was the first one to break the glass and it shattered all over the floor. Thinking I don't know what was worse, on the floor or in the tub. It's just.
Yeah, and bubbles everywhere so you can't see the glass.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, the towels are like, all over the floor. So we didn't, cut ourselves. Yeah, it's one of those things. Well, first big date, you're both nervous, you're both being like, and that's why it was so humorous and why we got along so much and love each other. We're both goofy, klutzy, and just laugh ourselves off, just. I say to Dorinda when we're playing Catan that my husband's such a jokester, man. He will just try to throw me off on the game, going, don't forget, you should go over here. And so, looking around. Oh, because you don't want me over. You think I'm not? I'm on. Oh, it's fun. That's the one thing we can have fun with is that game. So I'm glad. It actually went away for 4 years because we got into a heated argument. So it took 4 years for it to come back out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I don't know which would be worse. It's a gallon of paint on the floor dropped or a gallon of homemade French dressing in the walk-in down through the boards. Both of those seem like they'd be just an equal mess.
I put my foot into the paint tray once. Yep. Did that. Yep.
I'm such a messy painter that I track paint all over the fucking house.
Yes.
I paint on the floor, I paint on the wall, I paint on the ceiling, and I end up with it all over me on the floor. Yeah, it's just a fucking disaster area.
Well, that's funny, Kissoff.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that is funny, Kissoff. Oh goodness. Every once in a while you see a gallon of paint that hit the roadway and how far it splashes.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get some water.
Coffee on my shirt. Whew, hot flash. Oh. Still doing good though. Still doing good.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Now I gotta go pee. I'll be right back, ladies.
No
All right.
worries. Yeah, I pulled a good one on my husband the other day, last week. I don't know why. He got first. You have to stay home because people took the catalytic converters out of 5 of the work trucks. So
Oh my God. For
Yeah.
the classroom.
yeah,
For
it's
the
it's on the news everywhere too. It's just insane, right? So the next day he gets up and whatever, and all of a sudden I turn around, he's got his work stuff on. I'm like, where are you going? He goes, I gotta go to work. I'm like, oh, the emergency, whatever. They found him a truck, whatever. So, he goes in. I said, all right, well, I'll see you in a couple hours. He's like, no, I've got this, it's whatever and whatever, probably like 9 o'clock at least, whatever. All right, see you in a couple hours. He's looking at me like, sure enough, he was home by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, I told you, yeah, like sometimes I'm telling you. Listen to me and I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Some of those, but you know what? That's one thing I've learned too is if something's meant to happen, it's going to happen. You can warn people, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I woke up from no, sorry, that was a different instance. But this one day, for whatever reason, I was like, don't take this car, take that car, take this vehicle. I don't know why. I was like, sure enough, didn't he end up being one of the cars on like the 100 vehicle pileup on the 401? He was in the bunch that was in the front of it. But just because somebody dinged him, the car had to get written off and everything. They wouldn't even give a crap for his leg. I just knew them that morning. It was just like, take the red car. I don't know why. Take car, right? Like, thank goodness, because if that would have been the other good car, we, paying off. I was like, oh man. But yeah, funny how those things happen. Yeah. It was one of those crazy snowy days, and funny how things happen too, because it was a rig that kind of started it all. He was long gone. He just took off after whatever. And but him and a few other people that were in the front of it, because they didn't have the worst damage, whatever, the cops were coming in and looking and advising whatever. They were there for 4 hours waiting to be assessed. What, or was it more than that, or 6 hours, whatever? They were playing football on the highway. I killed the time. So they were just like in the men in their glory. Oh yeah, you just got to wait for now playing football. I'm like, it was lucky everything worked there, right? But yeah, quirky days in Canada, snow on the highway.
Well, we were out the day that Mount St. Helens blew, and we were, I'd say, about 250 miles from there. And so they said, go home, get yourself buckled in because you're not going to be allowed out on the streets, blah, blah, blah. So we're going, and this black wall was coming towards us. And all of a sudden, it was pitch dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we were driving on the freeway, and all you could do was trust the lights in front of you. And we both looked at each other, and we said, get off the freeway. And we took the next exit, and we were like just a minute ahead of a 20-car pileup. And we took back roads all the way back home. It was 45 minutes to get back home. You weren't supposed to drive in the ash, but what choice do you have? Because that grit was going to grate the inside of your engine's sidewalls at the cylinder. And so we got home, and we made it home, and then we heard about the pileup at the exit that we got off the freeway at. And thank God that we had, because I looked over at the driver and I said, we're not going to see if someone stopped in front of us. We're going to be right up over the top of them. We've got to get off this road. We've got to get off the highway. And so we did. And we were shut down for a whole week and a half that you couldn't go anywhere. We had a bar we could walk to. Woohoo. I was in my 20s. I was happy. Pool and beer. That sounds good.
But there must have been just ash covering everything thick.
Well, where we were at, we only got like a half an inch to 2 inches, but just about 15 miles out of town, there were 8 inches of snow, or not snow, but ash. And so, and in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, it was about a foot. And so we were right in an area where it was nice and thin, and it just billowed. It wouldn't go anywhere. It was a silica base, so the rain wouldn't even wash it away. It would just end up puddling, as a dry heap again. And the glass workers loved it. They made they used it for coloring, of their pieces that they were making and whatnot. And so it was interesting. It was interesting. But I knew God was driving with me that day when I said, we've got to get off this highway. We're doing it right now.
Yeah. Kiss off. Yeah. Amen. That's for sure.
And kiss off, I've heard that many times. There's a seatbelt law, but I know friends that got out of the way when they would have been absolutely just crushed if they couldn't have gotten out of the seatbelt in time.
Yep. My husband and I, funny enough, of all things, it was a Kiss concert we were coming home from in Toronto. And he drove in, and for whatever reason, I was driving home. Usually he does. And there was a station wagon. It was a 3-lane highway. And looking over, because what caught my eye at split second was sparks. Front wheel driver's side tire come off and was bouncing and landing literally right in front of us. Bounced and went over the cement median over to the other side to the cars going the other direction. And all I kept thinking, I was like, a couple of seconds. That would have been right on us. Done dinner. And he's like, I even tried to get a hold of the camera thing going, can I have picture of this? I need to. I'm like, we got home like the whole time going home. And like, we're both just like, you're just like, oh my God. Because on top of it, a daughter of a gentleman that my dad worked with, I guess I was probably in my 30s or 20s then. The daughter was coming home. She was only in her 30s, and she got nailed by a wheel on her car, right on the spot on the highway. Just young, in her 30s. Like, it's crazy. It happens, right? It's still around Toronto and around the surrounding area. You still hear about truckers losing a tire again. It's like, understand. Like, why are these things happening? Why aren't you guys paying attention to all this stuff? I don't,
Well, sometimes everything hits too fast. They can't get to it quick enough. And boy, I'll tell you, he is real, proven to me. I have witnessed when I was going to screw myself up really bad. God kind of came in, gave me that gut feeling, and kept me out of a bad situation, and off I go.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear
No,
you.
Joe, it was when Mount St. Helens blew up. Washington State and Idaho, and actually when Mount St. Helens blew, the ash from that volcano made it all the way around the world and came back to Mount St. Helens.
I'm gonna close it, guys. I'm gonna shut the stream down. My mouth is a little sore for some reason tonight.
Okay, sweetheart.
So
No worries.
I'm gonna shut it down. Stay in the back, you two.
Hugs.
I'm going to end is what I'm going to do. Thank you guys all for coming. I love you all. It was amazing. We'll see you tomorrow.
I don't think